Yep, you know what time it is, man. This is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm, of course, your boy, Jay Slay. Say what up to him, man.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Most definitely, you know what you tuned into. This is a segment we call here Chin Check. This is when we rock you guys' chin with boxing news, boxing information, boxing rumors. Sometimes we put some money in you guys' pockets by giving you the odds of the fight. But today we want to talk about, man, a rumor mill. This is most definitely a rumor mill. I hope it's a rumor. I'm praying it's a rumor. But more likely, it's not. It's going to be a legit fight. That is Manny Pacquiao versus Benn. Who the hell seen that shit coming, and why? Um, I have mixed feelings about this fight. We're gonna chop it up here, man. I know my boy Mon got mixed feelings about it, so we're really gonna chop this up and see what you fans think about it as well. But what was your first impression? What was your first thoughts when you heard Manny Pacquiao coming out of retirement and possibly fighting against Benn, who's literally not even known here in the States?
I hate to say it, I kind of believe that it does. It's smoke. When smoke is fire. So I kind of believe that it has been some negotiation behind closed doors. And I think Pacquiao, it's going to be some big money thrown around because where the fight is going to be located at. And I believe it's going to be tempting for him to come out because I believe that he can make $15 million probably coming back to fight Conor Benn, and which to me is probably a winnable fight for Pacquiao. I think he got a chance to beat Conor Benn, but I don't like it because I feel like Pacquiao at this stage has proven everything he's done after what happened between him and Ugas, who's not a big puncher in the punishment he took in that fight. It worries me for him to keep coming back out of retirement. It's different between him and Mayweather. Mayweather's fighting YouTubers and guys that's not, elite professional fighters. Then you fighting supposed to be one of the top prospects at the time before we found out about him popping dirty at 147, and you fighting this guy, and he gets to fight after popping dirty in his first fight back. He gets a fight with Manny Pacquiao. It just shows all the things that's wrong with boxing to me.
Yeah, I really want to talk about that topic, about the popping dirty part. When I first heard the news about this fight being made, that's exactly where my mind went. My mind went on, I won't even say allegedly, because it's not alleged. He really got caught with a banned substance in the system. But I will say this, you know what I'm saying? While Manny Pacquiao's alleged, he's allegedly was on PEDs at some point. He never got caught. He never pitched dirty, as far as I know. So allegedly, Manny Pacquiao was also, a fighter using performance enhancement drugs. So I will say this, I think Eddie Hearn came up with, of course, the idea saying, Conor Benn needs to fight. He can't fight in the UK because, he's suspended. He can't fight in the States because he's not going to really sell. I mean, where you going to fight at? He's really not going to sell any tickets because nobody here in the States really know him. But Saudi Arabia got the bag. They throwing at everybody from Wilder to Andy to, they just had the Anthony Joshua fight last year there. So they're throwing a lot of money at a lot of fighters. So Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, if I'm Eddie Hearn, that's the perfect name. You got Conor Benn, who needs a fight. He needs a showcase fight to get his name out there, so he can be mentioned with the other welterweights like Boots Ennis, and Stanley Jonas and the other guys, because he's not seen as the same caliber as those guys. Even though I think he's right under, he's close to that caliber in my opinion. So Manny Pacquiao is the agent star. Manny Pacquiao is allegedly in some type of financial situation where he need the bread, need the money, and he throw a big enough bag at Pacquiao, he gonna take it. But the PED part is what really interests me. Now, if Conor Benn and Manny Pacquiao do fight in Saudi Arabia, I don't believe there's no sanction in the body down there. You know what I'm saying? So what's the chances of both of them being on PEDs in this fight? And that's probably going to be allegedly now, it's going to be with the swinging sword to actually get Manny Pacquiao thinking like, yo, I could turn back the hands of time with a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, so a special blend of jute in my bottle to enter. What's the dude name? His trainer used to be called Alex Ariza or some shit.
I know who you talking about. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, the guy that was supposedly
mixing his drinks and shit.
Yeah, mixing his drink.
What's stopping Manny Pacquiao from calling Alex Ariza real quick to mix one of those drinks for this fight and turn back the hands of time and have a real going away party and upsetting Conor Benn, man? What's the odds of that happening in this fight?
I think it's high, honestly. I mean, if they not gonna have random drug testing over there, and it's just going to be about making weight and not really concerned about the drug testing, I think you really could have, you know, what do Manny Pacquiao got to lose? I mean, if this is his last fight or last couple of fights, and if he can, I mean, like you said, allegedly juice up like he did in the past, and I know people will be upset, but I mean, just common sense. Like I said, when I think about him, I think about a guy like Barry Bonds. I mean, some things is common sense if you just follow the trail where they came from. But if he was on drugs, and, you know, and popping and playing dirty, I think he would definitely come out of retirement and play dirty. Because that Pacquiao that was on, to me, that was on that special juice, he was something else. He was a monster. So if he come back with that kind of power, and he can stop a Conor Benn, then he become a name in the division. Crazy it may sound, he becomes an attractive option to make money off of. You know what I'm saying? And he may say, well, if I can pop dirty I can play dirty for one fight just to get my name out there and flip $10 million on the Conor Benn fight, and that fight can flip me another big name fight for another $10 million. I can make $20 million. Why not? Why not fight dirty for that one fight if you're not gonna drug test? And with Conor Benn, I don't know about him. Maybe it would be dangerous for him to do it, but if you're not testing, why not do it? And then get yourself straight for the fight after that. Because once you beat Manny Pacquiao, for him, look at the upside for him. If he beats Manny Pacquiao, he becomes a name. He becomes, like you said, nobody don't know him in the States. But if he beat Manny Pacquiao, he become a name like Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn was an unknown, but once he beat Pacquiao, he got a Terrence Crawford fight because he had a belt and he was a well-known. People knew who he was. So once you beat Manny Pacquiao, you become a name in the division for not only where he from, but also over here. And so I think for both of them, is low risk, high reward to maybe play the game dirty for that one fight, even though it's sad to even think about them considering doing that or going that route.
I don't think there's no risk involved at all. I'm gonna be honest. Conor Benn already got caught dirty. He already suspended for being on a bad substance. So he has to go to Saudi Arabia to get a fight. He already, you know what I'm saying, he already a cheater. So there's really no risk for him. The risk is on Manny Pacquiao. One, because of his age, you know, his health. We got to put his health in the consideration as well. Manny Pacquiao has a lot of wars, bro. And I don't care what PEDs you on, he won't be the same. He won't be the same Pacquiao. That Pacquiao that was allegedly on PEDs was in his prime. So of course that's going to be highly amplified. At the very most, at 44 years old, Pacquiao 44, 45 years old. At the most, them performance enhancements might do is give him a little bit more stamina or something like that. But if he's going to have the same movement, the same leg cramps that he's been having over the past years, because he said in the Ugas fight, he was having leg cramp issues as well. And Ugas put a beating on him. So if he took that beating from Ugas the way he did, and he doped up, all that means, in my opinion, he could take a punch. He could take a beating longer than he did. You know what I'm saying? And getting hit by somebody who has heavy hands like Conor Benn, who possibly could be on drugs himself, and he's in his prime, you know, and he's the naturally bigger man. I'm gonna say that's very dangerous for Manny Pacquiao at that age, man. What you think about that?
I totally agree with you. It's sad, but that's the reality of boxing, man. Like sometimes these guys like to stay around the sport too long, and like you said, for a guy that can take a beating like Manny Pacquiao, you know, in that Ugas fight, I don't think, in my opinion, I hate to say that, I don't think he can withstand taking another beating like that without it affecting his way of living. And that's the reason why I don't want the fight to get made, because, like you said, we all respect him as a legend. We all what he brought to the sport, and I don't want him to be remembered for taking a brutal beating like Muhammad Ali did when he fought Holmes. I don't want that to happen to Manny Pacquiao. Even though he took a beating with Ugas and it was bad, he still seemed to be intact. I don't want him to get in another one of those type of beatings and he's not able to fully recover. So yeah, it's money out there, but money is not everything. Like you said, I would prefer him to take the Mayweather route and maybe fight some celebrities or YouTubers or, you know, over there, and that still throw him a good bag, you know, with a lot less risk. I know he a warrior, he want to get back in the ring, but it's time for him to hang it up and stop messing with the professional boxers in the ring.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I want to say this real quick in closing. Just imagine if the Errol Spence versus Pacquiao fight actually happened. We wouldn't have to worry about this right now because he would have got that payday he was looking for. The Ugas fight was a great payday. I'm pretty sure he made anywhere between $2 and $6 million for that fight. that Errol Spence fight would have gave him at least 10 to 15 million. At least.
But the downside of that, he would have got paid more, but damn, that would have been. So I don't know how bad he would have been after the fight. So yeah, the money would have been there, but then the other side is Errol Spence is on another level from Ugas, and we saw that when they fought each other.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree with that. Like I said, but it would have paid off in the long run. And like I said, Ugas got that shut off on Earl, so maybe Pacquiao would look. I don't think Pacquiao would look bad. He would have got beat. He would have got beat bad. But I think he would have looked as good as he did against Ugas, against Earl. I think he would have hit Earl with some shit, you know what I'm saying, to make Earl respect his power or something. At the very least, he would have went out on his shield like a legend should. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't went out fighting, you know what I'm saying, people who's not on his level historically. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, Conor Benn not gonna be on Manny Pacquiao level historically. Ugas is not on Manny Pacquiao level historically, but Errol Spence will be on his level, you know what I'm saying, historically. So losing to Errol Spence in dominating fashion wouldn't hurt his legacy as much as, you know, his Ugas loss and the possible Conor Benn loss if he take one in Conor Benn. You got anything else you want to add to that topic?
I think we covered it all.
With that being said, man, this is of course your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chan Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. It's a peace to him, man.
All right, everybody, please subscribe, hit the like button, notifications so you know when we drop a video, and comment and let us know what you think. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing, but most of all, God, peace and love, and we out of here. Take care.